I'm just obsessed with it. I want to hug it, or I want to let it be. Hi, this is Cooper with MUBI and Posteritati, and today I'm going to be talking about some posters that I like. So this is a poster by an artist named Marcelina Amelia, who's a beautiful artist who I think has a couple posters here. A lot of her beautiful paintings are two heads together, like a mother and a kid with their heads together, or two lovers with their heads together. And I like that this poster it's this movie where these two people don't touch a lot, and they're close but never touching. At the end of this scene, he finally touches her foot just ever so slightly and says, "You're not hopeless." And this tableau is of my favorite scene in the movie. It's the "Does it get easier" scene, which actually inspired a scene in HAL HARPER. Hal, as a 7-year-old, asked his 9-year-old sister, "Does it get easier?" Or he says, "Is third grade easier?" And she says it is and it isn't, like Bill Murray.
Is third grade easier?
It is and it isn't.
I actually have a poster that my uncle's friend made for me of Bill Murray's face, and it has the quote from this scene where he says, the more you know about yourself and the more you know what you want, the less you let things upset you. And I just love, it's like one of my favorite scenes of all time, and I love her take on this, the way she's just circling their minds and drawing attention to his hands, and how you feel how much they want to not touch each other, but just, yeah, I guess touch each other, and they don't for a lot of reasons, but I just love this movie so much. This is a Minnie and Moskowitz poster that I love so much. This movie is about Seymour's Yosemite Sam mustache and his ponytail. I find this movie so charming and so emotionally heavy, like all of his movies. I think this says he's no Prince Charming, but he's terribly convincing, or he's very convincing, and I love that so much. And then this translates to How Love Speaks, and come on. I love two characters learning how to give and receive love and trying not to lose track of themselves. And I adore this movie. Is it his best movie? I don't know, but I love it so much. I think it is his best movie that I've seen. I've seen all of them. If I hadn't seen the movie, I would be so enthralled with Last Resort, Three Little People, and a Ferris wheel. What's this movie about? It's about this Russian immigrant mother and her son who are supposed to meet her British fiance, and they get basically not abandoned, but they're stuck on this British seaside that looks out to this amusement park, and they it's a really emotional movie, and it's really intense, and I think it's like I was so struck by how perfect this poster was, because they just did it really right. And I don't have much to say about this movie, because it's just one you should see. And I think the poster is so brilliant, and it's like a poster that I would send, like if I was making a movie poster for a movie that I made, I would send this as like, this is the sensibility that I really enjoy with posters. We have decided that we believe Charlotte Very, who is the star of this movie, did this painting and did this poster which is so amazing. I picked this poster because I think it perfectly captures Eric Rohmer's movie, A Tale of Winter. The movie is very sad, and it sits in some very sad feelings, but it's never morose. And I love that this painting really captures that. I think it's so charming, and has that feeling of, I don't want to say playful, but it feels so. It's just my my favorite sensibility, and I feel very spiritually aligned with Eric Rohmer in every way. This movie starts with a summary montage that you just like. It's just lovely, and then the movie. It actually is very similar to Last Resort in a way. Dude, it's so beautiful. When I saw this poster on Posteritati's website, I flipped for it. It's like, I don't think any of the other posters that I'm talking about today are just a still from the movie, but this is a still from the movie, zoomed in, and I think brought probably closer together. But it is the title of the movie with this image just says so much already going into the movie, and I love when a poster can do that. All of the feelings that I felt seeing its poster, it's brought me back to watching the movie. I watched it a long time ago, but I think some people would probably be confused why it's called Everyone Else, but it's like, it's such an emotional movie, and it's so brilliantly done. And I am obsessed with this director making Tony Erdmann many years later. I think everyone should watch it. And it just makes me feel such big things. I love this movie, and I don't want to say anything about it because it's about that feeling of being in a relationship with someone, and there's your unit, and then there's everyone else, and there's a lot of really complicated, big, heavy feelings that go along with that, with being in a relationship like the one that they're in, which is like every romantic relationship. And I love the way, I don't know, I love this poster so much. I want to take it home with me. Thank you so much for watching. Visit Posteritati, and also watch HAL HARPER on MUBI. This is the HAL HARPER poster. I think MUBI did a great job with it. I've always told people, when people write about the movie, they'll sometimes put HAL and they'll write out and I'm like, no, it's the ampersand, because the ampersand is very intentionally trying to show how tangled this family is. And when I saw this draft of this poster, I hadn't said anything about like I want the ampersand to be a big part of the poster. They just did it this way, and I was so blown away by it and moved by it, and said it's perfect. I didn't have any notes, and I love this shot of Harper so much. And I love the shot of Dad. And I hate this shot of Hal. No, I love that shot too. Thank you so much for watching, and visit Posteritati. This place is awesome.